2010 was the year of the Signature, 2011 was the Studio. Now I can tell you, from having owned both, the Signature is nothing like the Studio. It definitely has a much more polished feel to it. It's just 1,000 times better. It feels more correct. Now, there's nothing wrong with the Studio version, but there's something about the Signature that just really stands out here. Now, both of the Buckethead series guitars have an oversized chambered body. This is about 4 inches longer than a regular Les Paul and a couple inches wider as well, as you saw in yesterday's video, which I hope you guys enjoyed. There are no fret markers on either of the series. The guitar features a master volume and a master tone. And you have your 3-way toggle down here, kill switch and kill switch. They have a push-pull for a coil split on the tone knob here. They have ceramic humbuckers, which are a 496R in the neck and a 500T in the bridge, which are really nice hot sounding pickups. They have an extended 27-inch scale, which is about 1.5 inches to 2 inches larger than a regular Les Paul. And these are great not only for drop tunings, but they can be tuned to standard tuning just as well. They're almost baritone guitars. They have 24 jumbo frets, which is 2 more frets than a regular Les Paul, so you have more tonal opportunities on these. However, the bodies on both of them are the same as regular Les Pauls. You got mahogany body and neck, as well as a maple top. But from there, that's kind of where the similarities end. The Studio, there were supposedly 500 of those made in 2011. They have a baked maple fretboard, which kind of looks like rosewood, whereas this Signature has what looks and appears to be ebony, but it's actually rich light. I think this was the first year where they kind of started introducing rich light, but definitely very dark. Studio's got a satin white finish that wears off quite easily. It'll show, you know, a lot of dirt and sweat and grime. It just starts to look bad over time. However, at least those stay white pretty much the rest of their life. Whereas the true Signature got the proper nitrocellulose finish. But as we all know with white guitars from Gibson, their white ages to yellow. Thankfully, this example has not aged too much. I mean, as you can see on the back here, it does have a little bit of a hint of yellow to it from aging in the sun. The Studios do not have binding, whereas the true Signature does. As you can see here, you have the similar to a custom that has the binding. Now, the first 60 Buckethead Studios actually had slightly different binding. I was unable to find out if this was one of those or not. It has the early tuners on it, but I can't find out for sure if this is one of the first 60s, but I have a feeling it might be. The Studio has a 5-degree neck angle, whereas this one has a 4-degree, and the Studio has a 1.695-inch nut, whereas this one is 1.715, so the true Signature is a little bit wider. Studios have different tuners than these early Bucketheads. They have unbranded Schaller locking tuners, and their ending hole is kind of off to the side here. But the first Bucketheads got these locking Grover ones, which are, I think they look nicer than the other ones. Some of the later Signature series ones got these same ones as the Studios did. But overall, I would say the Signature one is a much more well-polished guitar, despite both being USA guitars, and not one being USA and the other one custom shop. Neither of them got mother of pearl logos, which I'm a little bit sad about. I think this would look awesome with like a black stained mother of pearl Gibson logo. But overall, having the ebony looking fretboard and the binding really sets this guitar apart, especially with the true nitro feel.